Good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for waking up with us this morning. I'm Tracy Kennick.
Happy Wednesday. Back to school for a lot of you. I'm Vanessa Broussard.
And I'm meteorologist Jeff Gerber. Starting off with warm temperatures. We actually have a heat advisory for today, but it only goes till 4 o'clock because we are expecting to see some showers and thunderstorms as we head towards middle to late part of the afternoon. We'll start off dry this morning, so no problems heading out the door. Temperatures into the upper 70s, upper 80s at 10 o'clock. And then as we go through the afternoon, later in the afternoon, we get the better chances for rain. We'll start off about 30% at 1 o'clock, up to about 50% by 5 o'clock, with temperatures there into the middle 90s. A little bit of a northwesterly wind today, between about 5 and 10 miles per hour. And at the school bus stop this morning, warm and humid, temperatures in the upper 70s. Maybe an isolated shower around recess. I think it's really on the way home that you could see your best chance of running into some scattered showers and thunderstorms with temperatures middle 90s. It's going to be hot.
Look at the school bus. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while for sure. I had to dig in the archives and find it.
Where's my school bus forecast?
Yeah.
The engine's running, everything's good.
Everything's good. We changed the oil, kicked the tires. Everything looks good. You'll be seeing the school bus forecast quite a bit today.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, it is back to school today for thousands of students here in Southeast Texas, including our two largest districts, Beaumont and Port Arthur.
Yeah, we will have live team coverage all morning right here on Daybreak. We want to help you and your family get back in gear. It'll be rough, but we'll do it together, right? Well, the first day can be nerve-wracking, even for teachers, and volunteers help some teachers at Homer Drive Elementary School in Beaumont make those last-minute preparations. We found a teacher, get this, who was hired just yesterday. As you can imagine, she's up against a lot with just a few hours to prepare for the kids. She said she's glad to have her parent volunteers to help out.
First year, so we want to make a good impression not only on the parents but on the kids, so they can come in and have a welcome environment in order to learn.
So thankful we're getting everything together. I've only been here a couple of hours and you see just a total 360 already.
Community members, parents, even students from the area high schools spent the day helping BISD teachers get prepped and ready to go.
I am Rappy the Raptor and I talk in the rhyme. My lyrics are awesome, well, most of the time.
Some students in Beaumont received a special back-to-school treat thanks to Superintendent Dr. Shannon Allen. She joined Dr. Belinda George, principal at Homer Drive Elementary, for Tucked In Tuesdays. Dr. Allen joined in reading a book called Rappy Goes to School. The Facebook Live had 2,000 views. And students in Port Neches Groves don't head back to school until next week, but already there's talk of big changes that could be coming. P&G voters will have a big decision to make this November, a $130 million bond on the ballot. The district wants to build 4 new elementary schools, 2 in Groves and 2 in Port Neches. The district would shift to a pre-K through 2nd and grades 3 through 5 model. Most of the current elementary buildings were built in the 1950s and would be replaced.
Well, parents, we know that safety is a huge priority for you, and that includes getting to and from school, not just by car or bus, but also for kids who walk or ride their bikes to school. Tuesday, the council unanimously approved a resolution to apply for grants that could bring more sidewalks to some Beaumont campuses. If it's approved, the funding would come in from TxDOT's Safe Routes to School infrastructure program. The grant would cover the cost of safety improvements, including sidewalks at 6 elementary schools and 2 middle schools in Beaumont School District. At Charlton Pollard Elementary, administrators would welcome the change.
When you're making a decision about the safety of children, it is definitely one of the best decisions that they could make.
And Beaumont should find out if it scored the TxDOT grants this December.
And of course, we have to talk bus safety this morning. Texas state law requires drivers traveling in either direction to stop when approaching a stopped school bus that has its flashing lights on or has its stop arm extended. The only exception if you are driving on a divided highway with a clear barrier. Those behind the bus must stop. Those traveling in the opposite direction can proceed, but with caution. So please pay attention, everyone. And parents, we know you will be taking back to school photos this morning. So when you snap, remember to send. Post those pictures to us using the hashtag #UpWithDaybreak. We cannot wait to see those back to school pictures. Let's check other top stories this morning as you wake up with us. We have our first look at the man Beaumont police say opened fire outside a College Street Waffle House last week. Yesterday, officers arrested 19-year-old Javante Stoker and charged him with aggravated robbery. Beaumont police say Stoker was the loser in a dice game.
Yeah, they say he then decided to rob his fellow players who had beat him and then even shot a man in the process. William Blanchette tried to talk with the suspect as police led him to jail.
So why'd you do it?
I ain't do.
How much money did you lose?
I ain't lose.
With cameras rolling, 19-year-old Javante Stoker tried to clear his name. Officers arrested Stoker Tuesday and charged him with aggravated robbery. They say he opened fire in the Waffle House parking lot after losing a dice game.
Is it worth shooting somebody over?
Man, get on my face, man.
The victim had just left one of our local clubs, Nels, had gone to Waffle House to have some breakfast, decided while he was waiting on his food to go outside with a couple other guys and have a dice game.
Police say several people, including Stoker, were playing dice outside this Waffle House last week off of Interstate 10 and College Street. Police say Stoker had apparently lost his money in the dice game.
The victim said Mr. Stoker lost, went to his vehicle, got a gun, came back, and tried to rob everybody.
Police say he shot one victim in the lower part of his body.
Were the waffles good?
Hey, yeah, they was legit. I had a patty milk.
Before or after you shot him?
I ain't shoot nobody.
It must have been a lot of money if you shot somebody.
I ain't shoot nobody.
Now, of course, everyone is innocent until proven guilty.
If you didn't do it, can you tell us your side of the story?
Man, look out. You ready to get in the car? I'm ready to go.
I gave Stoker a chance to give his side of the story of what really happened, but Stoker never did.
Commuters who drive between Mid-County and Belmont hope for a smoother drive today. Yesterday, they faced some serious delays on Highway 69 because of two crashes involving dump trucks. This one happened around 4 o'clock in the northbound lanes near the jail. And video of the other crash, look at this, that happened around 2:30. That's a dump truck right there on fire. Watch closely, you can see a Jefferson County Sheriff's deputy rushing to help. Turns out the dump truck driver was already out of the truck. Beaumont police are now investigating, but they haven't said anything about the extent of the injuries. A Beaumont teen wants to warn people about the dangers of distracted driving.
TxDOT reports more than 300 accidents and crashes in Beaumont last year due to distracted driving. Gabrielle Alonzo is starting her senior year at Westbrook High School. She has been working on a distracted driving project for 3 years. During her freshman year, she recalls a Westbrook sophomore and his 10-year-old sister who were killed in a car accident.
I heard the news and I was like, oh my God. I literally was just in the same room with him. And that's really why I wanted to do this project.
This project is part of Gabrielle's Gold Award piece for Girl Scouts. That's the highest achievement.
Testimony should finally start today in the trial of a man accused of a deadly stabbing 3 years ago. A medical emergency from one of the jurors delayed things on Tuesday. 51-year-old Felix Guillory faces a murder charge in the stabbing death of Shane Cooper. His body was found lying next to a car in the 500 block of North Street in Orange in March 2016. DNA testing led to Guillory's indictment in 2017. Testimony will begin at 9 this morning.
The warden of the federal lockup where accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein apparently took his life has been temporarily reassigned, and 2 guards assigned to watch Epstein have been put on leave. This move to reassign the warden comes 3 days after Epstein's suicide at Manhattan's Metropolitan Correctional Center.
Another hot and humid day out. We'll see some scattered rain on the radar today. We'll have your forecast coming up.
Get breaking news, weather, traffic, and so much more inside the new and improved 12 News Now app. It's free in your app store.
All right, listen up, Southeast Texas. We need you in a very big way coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we have a special project called Clear the Shelters. We told you about it yesterday. We want to remind you it serves as a win-win for everyone, you and a pet. We will join NBC and Telemundo stations nationwide in hosting the 5th annual adoption drive this Saturday.
Yeah, you can join us at the Humane Society of Southeast Texas and maybe take home a new pet to be part of your family. We will be there from 11 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. That's this Saturday. More than 1,000 shelters and rescues all around the country will be participating.
Quiet start this morning, even though we are expecting to see some rain for later on today. We'll start you off over towards Lake Charles with a view from LaBerge Casino Resort, looking down on the lake area there in southwest Louisiana, part of our live Skycam network. Forecast for this morning, we're looking at dry conditions through mid-morning with temperatures in the upper 70s to start off, middle 80s by the time we get to 9 o'clock, expecting highs again today into the middle 90s. We do have another heat advisory posted. Today goes from 10 to 4 o'clock. They're expecting to see some rain, or we're expecting to see some rain around 4 o'clock or later on into the evening, so that's why it only goes to about 4 o'clock for today. Temperatures for the most part in the upper 70s, 79 in Beaumont and Orange. Not getting a report from Port Arthur this morning. 78 in Silsbee, Kirbyville's at 78, also Woodville's at 78, 79 in Jasper, and then Sabine Pass, of course, right there on the coast, holding into the lower 80s for this morning. The front we're waiting to move through the area is still kind of hung up around, say, I-30, I-20 up there in northeast Texas. That'll be moving southward as we get into late this morning into later on this afternoon. That will spark off a pretty good chance of rain for us. We'll go with about a 50% coverage of scattered showers and thunderstorms today. Problem is, it's going to take most of the morning, if not at least half the afternoon before it gets here. So that means we have time to get those hot temperatures up into the middle 90s today, with the heat index once again today maybe 105 to 110 before the front and some of those showers actually arrive. We'll start off in the lower 80s at 8 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, upper 80s. Lunchtime, lower 90s. Notice really Futurecast not showing anything as far as any rain through the lunch hour. And then as we get into the afternoon, that front gets closer. That's when we'll see that 50% coverage of scattered showers and thunderstorms. In between the showers and thunderstorms, we'll see highs into the middle 90s. As we head into the evening, still some lingering showers, a few thunderstorms. As we head into the late evening hours, things should quiet down a little bit. A couple of showers maybe overnight as temperatures fall back into the 70s. And tomorrow, we'll do it all over again. We'll see another 50% coverage of scattered showers and thunderstorms as that front kind of hangs around the area. For today, though, we'll go 50% coverage of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Once again, that's going to be late afternoon into the evening. Northwesterly winds today at 5 to 10. Highs will be into the middle 90s once again. And then as we go towards tonight, a couple of scattered showers overnight. I don't think it's going to be a widespread coverage through the overnight hours. Temperatures tonight will be back into the middle to upper 70s like we're seeing this morning. And I think these overnight lows will start to trend a little bit farther downward over the next couple of days if we get some showers through the overnight into the morning hours, which looks like we might see tomorrow a little bit, and then maybe later on as we head towards the weekend into the next week.
All right. Yeah, so maybe some rain as they're getting off the bus, but not so much getting on the
No, I
bus
think
today.
this morning will be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. But getting off the bus, like I said, there could be some scattered rain around.
All right. Don't let that worry you. At least your hair will look good as you're walking in. You know, the first day, you got to look your best. We want to see your pictures, too. And coming up, a reality TV show couple facing federal charges after being indicted. We'll explain who's in hot water this morning.
And don't forget, parents, we want to see those back-to-school photos. Send them to us on social media as you post. All you have to do is use the hashtag #UpWithDaybreak. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Daybreak. Reality TV star Todd Chrisley is now facing tax evasion charges after being indicted by a federal grand jury Tuesday. The 12-count indictment issued against the Chrisley Knows Best star and his wife Julie also includes wire fraud, conspiracy to commit bank fraud, and conspiracy to defraud the U.S. Chrisley denied any wrongdoing in a lengthy Instagram post Monday. Todd Chrisley said the charges stem from a dispute with an unidentified former employee whom he said was fired after the Chrisleys discovered he was stealing from them. Back here at home, there's a serious shortage of foster care parents, which means there are a lot of children waiting for a family to love.
People who work within the foster care system say they need more people willing to help foster and even adopt. Jordan Foster spoke with one family who took in 3 siblings so they wouldn't be split up.
After getting married, Luke and Belinda Bourgeois had dreams of starting a big family. They had 1 child on their own, but then things didn't go as planned.
Out of pocket, we probably spent around $40,000 trying to have kids, and we couldn't. And we were just like, you know what? We're going to have kids, so let's do it this way.
They came to Buckner Children's Village for help. 2 years ago, they made the decision to add 3 more kids to their family of 3. 9-year-old Raiden, 7-year-old Riley, and 6-year-old Rebecca.
Yes, going from 1 to 4 is kind of a big adjustment. You learn how to prioritize your time and work with the schedule.
When you volunteer and you become a parent, you are not just helping that kid, but you're breaking a cycle. You know, you are offering and becoming that father, that mother that those kids need.
Even better, all 3 are siblings, which means they get to grow up together. Laura May, the executive director here at Buckner, says this is something they hope happens more often.
We have children waiting, and a lot of them are elementary age, older children that really, they've been looking and waiting for a while.
She says all across Texas, there's a need for more people willing to either foster or adopt children.
There's a significant shortage. There are more kids that go into foster care every day, and there's not good homes for them. You know, we need more parents.
They say people considering going this route have many different options to consider. There's traditional foster care, there's fostering to adopt, and even respite care.
You get to be the best friend for the weekend for the kids. They get to come in and you get to have a party with them and then they go home.
Luke and Belinda both say at the end of the day, everything happened for a reason.
The life that was changed the most was ours as parents. You know, we're the ones whose lives were changed the most because all the love that you give them, man, you get back so much more from those kids.
For those of you considering helping out in either fostering or adopting, Buckner has some upcoming events where you can get more information about everything you need to know. You can find that information also on our 12 News Now app. Now to a tasty story as Olive Garden is bringing back its never-ending pasta pass. This will be the 6th year that the passes are on sale. It's 9 weeks of unlimited pasta, soup or salad, and breadsticks for $100.
And for the first time ever, there's a new upgrade. 50 lucky people will have a chance to win a lifetime pasta pass if they decide to opt in at a cost of $500. The pasta passes will go on sale tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Love pasta. Yes. All right, well, coming up, a love for Amazon ended with a bakery in North Carolina tasked with making a cake into the shape of an Amazon package. Who made that request? When we come back. Well, a small bakery in North Carolina has become a social media sensation after its owner baked a cake that looks just like an Amazon package.
I like this. In July, Mac McGuire requested a cake from Inspirational Grounds Coffee House and Sweet Dreams Bakery in Dunn. McGuire says his wife Emily loves receiving Amazon packages, don't we all? After receiving the special cake, she posted a picture to her Facebook page. Amazon shared it on its Facebook and Instagram accounts, and since then, as you know, everyone wants a piece. Unfortunately, you cannot have it shipped to you because it's only available for pickup. I like that idea.
Right.
We have to
It looks like
snag
the
it.
real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the label and everything on there. Yeah.
You see Birthday Lane delivered right to the right spot.
All right, all aboard. You ready? The Polar Express ride is coming to Galveston this holiday season as part of the city's Winter Wonderland event.
Yeah, the event offers more than 50 days of holiday-themed activities from November to January. The ride will be at the Galveston Rail Museum. Train passengers will be served hot chocolate and treats while they read along with the classic children's book, The Polar Express by Chris Van Allsburg. And Santa and his helpers, of course, will also be on board that train, giving out a special gift to each child. The Polar Express rides begin on November 15th and run through December 30th. Hard to believe we're already talking about Christmas.
And I can tell you who's going to be on that train ride.
Really?
That's one of my favorite movies, Polar Express. Hot
I
chocolate.
just want to
might
go
be in
for
my
the hot
PJs.
chocolate and treats.
What about
You
Santa?
can get that anywhere.
Yeah, and the free gift. I'll take that.
You have
Yeah,
to meet
Santa.
Santa. Yeah.
Oh, I know Santa. We're tight.
Jeff, believe it or
speed
not,
dial.
we're at the top of his nice list every year.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Not. Let's take a look at, guess I know you all.
Rude.
I know you. Warm and humid out there at the school bus stop this morning, but dry. Temperatures in the upper 70s. A couple isolated showers maybe as we head through the recess period, and then on the way home, you could run into about a 40% coverage of some scattered showers and thunderstorms with temperatures in the middle 90s.
Alrighty, and here's a look outside right now this morning, courtesy of our 12 News Sky Cam Network. We're back with your top stories when we come right back after this break. It's now 4:57.
Okay. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check.
Students across Southeast Texas waking up earlier than normal this morning, ready to hit the books again. This morning, we're taking you inside the classroom.
Plus, school bus safety laws in Texas. A reminder to drivers before you pass a school bus this morning.
And thousands of construction jobs on the way to Southeast Texas. What we're learning about the LNG expansion project in Port Arthur.
Happy first day of school for so many of you, Southeast Texas. I can see the sleepy eyes right now.
Lots of caffeine they're
Yeah.
asking for this morning.
Thanks for waking up with us on Daybreak. I'm Vanessa Broussard.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you with us on this first day of school. I'm Tracy Kennick, and we are going to start the morning with your school bus forecast. We're bringing it back with Jeff. And Jeff, right now getting on the bus, okay, but getting off maybe a little wet, right?
Yeah, it looks like this morning will be fine. It's just going to be warm and humid out there. Temperatures into the upper 70s once again this morning. Now recess, we might run into an isolated shower. Bring coverage to recess time around 20, maybe 30%. And then as we head into the middle to late part of the afternoon, as you're getting off the bus, walking home, looking for about a 40-50% coverage of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Temperature's going to be hot again today. We're going to be up into the middle 90s in between some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms. We have a heat advisory actually posted until about 4 o'clock today. So be careful out there in the heat, especially if you're running around at recess. Make sure you get some water. But starting off dry this morning, that's the good news. You'll be able to get to school without worrying about any rain.
All right, thank you so much, Jeff. Well, it's time to talk about school. In Beaumont ISD and Port Arthur ISD, students are heading back to the classroom this morning.
It's a hectic morning for parents, staff, law enforcement, as well as everyone makes sure kids are going to have a great first day back in the classroom. So we have live team coverage this morning. We have crews in Beaumont and Port Arthur. 12 News reporter Rachel Keller kicking us off from Beaumont. Rachel?
Yes, good morning, Vanessa and Tracy. That early morning wake-up call, folks. It is coming once again this morning. Now, remember, middle schools will open up around 8:45 this morning, followed by the high schools 7:20 this morning. The elementary start times vary by school, so be sure to head to BISD's website for the time of arrival. Now, Beaumont ISD will be adding the Elementary Pegasus program this year for the gifted. Dr. Shannon Allen will be experiencing her first day of school as Beaumont ISD's new superintendent today.
That I have the entire responsibility, but I have a team. I have an excellent team of people who work with me every day to make certain that what is happening is supposed to happen on our campuses and in our classrooms.
Teachers have already been gearing up for the new school year, decorating classrooms and attending convocation. Now, teachers' raises are on the way for all staff. I know you're super excited about that. Now, this morning, parents, if you have any questions about bus routes or what time the bus will arrive, you can head to BISD's website, and it has all that information on there. You can call your specific transportation center, and they will tell you exactly the time of arrival. And I heard Mackenzie Hinkle, our 12 News reporter, Mackenzie Hinkle is in Port Arthur. Hey, Mackenzie.
Hey. I'm in Port Arthur right now outside of Port Arthur Memorial High School. It's very quiet right now, and let's be honest, these are high school kids, so they're probably not going to be getting here until right before the bell, which is at 7:25. And that's coming from past experience. But listen, there's a couple of new things this year. I had the opportunity to stop by some of the other campuses here in Port Arthur, and it was the final sprint to get things finished for this morning. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Mark Portier, told me yesterday that he is excited. This year they have a new police chief for the district, saying safety of his students is their top priority. He says he is just hoping for a peaceful year and success for all of the students in the district.
Please don't be afraid to come to the schools. Come any day, every day. We want to be a part of your family. We want you to be a part of our family. So we want parents to understand that getting your students to school every day is most important. Don't let them oversleep. Get up and give them breakfast or whatever. Make sure that they come to school happy. You know, when you drop them off to us, tell them that you love them. Tell them to have a good day. Listen to the teacher, and everything will be okay after that.
Yep, no back to school blues here in Port Arthur. They also had some online registration. That was new this year, and so hopefully parents had a really great experience about that. Like I said, the bell starts at 7:25. It's very quiet over here. Not expecting that here soon in a bit, but I'm going to send it back to you ladies there in the studio.